Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. We just got back in from Illy's morning walk. Yay! We're gonna make her breakfast, and then I'm gonna go do my cardio this morning. I'm gonna take you guys along for a full day of eating today. I train legs today, and on leg days I get higher food days. So you'll get to see the higher food. We are currently 9 weeks out from our first ever show, which is really exciting. But I'm gonna show y'all like what I make for her food. This is her food that I make. So it's brown rice, apple, chicken, carrots, peas, corn, eggs. And like I cooked it all, baked it, and then I will give her 1.5 ounces in the morning and 1.5 ounces in the afternoon. So let's get that together now. She's literally a bodybuilding dog. Like, it's so cute. And we're gonna try to do this one-handed, but oh my gosh, this is gonna be really fun. So yeah, I just measure out 1.5 ounces for her, because she's small, like she's a baby. She's only 6 pounds, so she does not need more than 3 ounces of food a day. And don't worry, she gets plenty of treats when we go on our walks. Anytime she potties, she gets a treat, because it makes me proud when she goes outside. And I almost dropped my phone. And I give her nut butter, a serving of nut butter every day, as well as she gets like just random treats because she's cute. So she's eating fine, don't worry. Oh my gosh, we're so close. And sometimes I'll go a little over because I'm like, it's okay for her. There we go, 1.5 ounces. And then I'll put a little bit of water with this just to kind of make sure it's like extra soft and that she's getting enough water, because sometimes she's not drinking her water. And then she'll eat this while I go train, or go do cardio, I guess. I don't train till later today. Oh my goodness, is it so good? Yeah, I do have to sweep every day, but that's okay because she's eating real food and not that processed BS in a bag that is brown and gross. And look how happy she is. We are back from cardio. Right now, my protocols are 400 calories daily. It takes me like 35 minutes, so it's not bad. Used to, I would only read during cardio. Like I would take my Kindle and like I would just read and it would get me through. But I think the book that I'm in right now, like my school book club is doing it, so I'm reading it. But I'm not super into it yet. So I get very like, I'll catch myself being like, oh my God, when is this gonna be over? When is this gonna be over on the elliptical? So I also take my phone and headphones now, and I'll swap between music, YouTube, and reading for those 35 minutes. Probably not good for the ADHD brain, but it gets me through, and we survived. It is 7:42, so we're a little overdue for meal one. Not typically, I have 4 meals a day, and typically I have them at like 7:30, 11:30, 3:30, and 7:30. But because it's spring break, my like first meal has been closer to that like 8:30, because I'm just not waking up at 5 like normal. I'm waking up more like 6. And when I get home from cardio, because I've drank so much water, like I'm just not as hungry as I was when I first woke up. So I'm probably going to like organize my makeup, because I didn't unpack it from like 2 weekends ago. So I'm probably gonna unpack that, go ahead, take my apple cider vinegar morning drink, start my coffee, that kind of thing, and then have meal one. But I'll show you guys. We've got the kettle started so we can have our coffee, and I've been using it for my magnesium drink now too, and I kind of like it better. But I wanted to touch on why 4 meals versus, like, a lot of times, especially in prep, you'll see people do 5 to 6 meals. And I used to be one of those people that was like, oh my gosh, the more meals a day, the better. But really, like, I like having them spaced around 4 hours apart, because of the fact that, like, I like to feel a little empty before my next meal. And I've noticed that for me, at least, it helps with digestion. And, like, honestly, I get a lot of mental benefit. Like, when you're just pushing food every like 2 hours, sometimes 3 is like okay, but every like 2 hours, like you're not giving your digestive tract time to like rest, actually digest that food. You just keep like shoving things down and down and down, and then that's when you see issues like
constipation or bloating or gas, and I just feel much better when everything is moving and grooving inside of me and I don't feel uncomfy. So that's why I do the 4 meals a day, and that's why I space them out. Because again, in prep, I'll see people like, oh, I'm not gonna have my first meal till 11 because like I'm gonna be hungry like later in the day. And like I feel like 7:30, 11:30, 3:30, 7:30, like that seems like super spaced out the day. That's 4 whole meals. Granted, sometimes I wish they were bigger, but I'm still like getting my little hits, I guess. And I set timers on my phone for when to have my meal. So like say it's 2:50 and I'm like, I'm kind of hungry. I look and I'm like, oh, I have 40 minutes. Like, let's go take a walk. Like, let me work on an assignment really quick. So it just helps me. The biggest component is digestion, because like, especially in prep, the worse your digestion, the worse you look. So the better the digestion, the better you look, the better you feel. And I'm trying to feel and look my best. Ignore the dry shampoo in my hair, but it is 8:30, so it's definitely time for meal one. I went ahead and showered and like got ready for the day. I'm going to tour an apartment at 9:30, so we are going to make our meal one. I'm gonna have 2 eggs, 60 grams of oats, 20 grams of nut butter. Again, this is a high day, so all leg days are my high days, and then upper body and rest days are low days. And then 100 grams of berries, 30 milliliters of half and half, and that's all. The only difference is on low days, I have only 40 grams of oats and no nut butter, but the other things are still the same. So let's get into it. One thing I saw on Instagram and I want to try is heating up your like fruit once you put it on your oats for like 15-30 seconds, and it makes it almost like a jam consistency. So we're gonna try it. I don't know. I feel like it'll also just like break up that sweetness, and I can like mix it throughout in my oats. We're gonna see if it's good. All right, we pulled it out of the microwave, so I'm gonna see. I mean, it didn't really. Maybe I should have heated it up longer. I smell them though. They like smell more like blueberry-ish. But they're not like getting melty like I thought they would. Like I didn't break them down. Maybe if I had like a blackberry or raspberry, it might do it better. I have frozen blueberries, which I'll do sometimes, but when I have fresh, I'm gonna use fresh. Key parts, got oats, got eggs. Both are getting topped with pink salt. I literally get this off Amazon, and I stick a little 1/4 teaspoon down in here, and I use that for my salts. And I do a little extra sometimes, and we're just gonna not talk about it. So they both get pink salt, and then for my oats, I always top with cinnamon, just from Target, just some ground cinnamon. I love putting cinnamon. I also put it in my coffee creamer, which you'll see in a minute. And then for my eggs, I've been using, I wasn't using anything, but I like wanted to switch it up. So I've been using this Cholula chili lime on it, just a little bit, because I don't love a lot of spice, but I like flavor, and that's why I like hot sauce, because it's not like too hot, but it's got like a nice flavor. So I'll have that, and I'm gonna eat my breakfast. Then I'll show you guys how I make my coffee, and we will head to that apartment. And side note, I get these like baby, like silverware or plasticware, I guess, from Amazon, and I'm obsessed. It just makes my food taste so much better, I feel like. We are running a little late, so we need to leave soon, but I'm gonna go ahead and make my coffee. So I use my French press. I've let it sit a little too long because it's kind of just warm now, not hot, but it's fine. I use a French press, and I had the peanut butter cup coffee from Fresh Market. So I'm gonna do 30 milliliters of half and half. I'm gonna froth it and like top it with that, kind of like a cold foam situation. I feel like I'm at Starbucks. Coffee's in my little travel mug, but I take this little guy because I'm gonna like froth it. Let's change that to milliliters. Add 30 milliliters of my half and half. Okay. And then I throw a little cinnamon in there. I've done some salt in it too, which honestly is really good. Kind of like spices things up, especially if I have like the caramel flavored coffee. It's like a salted caramel vibe. But I don't. I've got like chocolate peanut butter, and I just don't know if that's going to be like the best. Okay, clean this up because the cinnamon does get everywhere. But that's okay. It's delicious. So now that I have this in here, I'm going to literally froth it. And that's it. Alright, get it nice and frothy. And then we'll just top our coffee with it. I'm trying to get where you can see, but this is just not the most aesthetic. And voila. There we have our delicious coffee, and I'm gonna hit the road. I'll see you at meal 2. Ooh, this hair. Anyways, it is 12:11. It's time for meal 2. I just worked on a bit of my grad school application. I'm gonna submit it tomorrow after I like proofread it a million more times, and cleaned out my closet, which has been on my to-do list for the week. So very happy with that. I'm gonna drop some stuff off at Plato's. I just had a lot of stuff that I like didn't wear, didn't reach for, and just needed to cleanse, spring cleaning. But we're gonna make meal 2. We're gonna have 100 grams of jasmine rice. Sorry, we're gonna have 200 grams of jasmine rice. It's a leg day. We're gonna have 100 grams of green veggie. I've got green beans right now, and we're gonna have 180 grams of cooked chicken breast. Usually, if I have shrimp, I'll have that because I prefer it, but I did not get any this week, and I have a ton of chicken, so we're gonna have chicken. But I'm gonna assemble this and show you guys. The baby utensils, always. I used to bake all my veggies, but recently I've been air frying them. I should have air fried these longer, but yesterday I was so hungry. I only air fried them for 10 minutes because typically I'll air fry them for like 20 and get them super crispy. But y'all, I was so hungry because I had waited like too long to eat my 3rd meal, and I needed greens, and I was like, you know what, screw it. Like we're gonna eat them as they are. It's fine. Get 100 grams of these babies. Nice. And then my chicken, again, already pre-cooked. We're gonna add her. We need 180 grams. And yeah, I just use my fingers for all of this. They're clean, don't worry. It's fine. I mean, you're not eating it, I am. So it doesn't really matter what you think. I shoved this in here yesterday. It looks like such a huge bowl, but I gotta like heat it up. 1 key tip to heating your food, like reheating it, especially chicken. I wet this paper towel and I cover it, and then I'm gonna heat it with the paper towel over it. I feel like it just keeps the chicken more moist, keeps it from drying out. And like that way food doesn't like pop and get your microwave dirty. So just a little hack. All right, she's all heated up and cut up. I'm gonna cut up my chicken. This is definitely by far like my biggest in terms of volume meal. And I'm gonna add some salt to her. And then I don't always do this, but sometimes I'm gonna do it today. I'll add the chili lime from Cholula. And then I'll add a little bit of mustard as well. Some good old yellow mustard. Again, I don't always do this, but we're feeling it today. We're feeling the vibes. We want some extra flavor. Oh, that sounded so cute. Yes, we are 9 weeks out. Just wanted to touch on hunger for a sec, because I'm kind of like, my leg day food is, in my opinion, like high. Like I don't get hungry super on those days. I mean, obviously I feel hungry, but I'm not left like, oh God, I wish I had more food on those days. However, my rest days and like my like low food days, so like training and upper body training and rest days, I am like, whew. That's why I've been making my magnesium drink warm, because warmer drinks, you just feel fuller. I also will have tea on those days, like at night. Those days I'm like, okay, I feel hungry. But my leg days, it's very manageable and I don't feel like underfed, which is good. But yeah, so I'm gonna eat that and I will catch you guys when I'm eating my pre-workout meal, and then I'll go train legs. Not on the meal plan, but I did just get a cold brew with sugar-free vanilla, sugar-free peanut butter, because it's such a beautiful day outside. So that's what we needed today. I'm being so lazy right now. It's like 3 o'clock. I'm probably like silly Illy's just sitting here, and I'm just soaking up every drop of spring break. I literally, like, if you know me personally, I never just sit on the couch and just vibe. But I'm doing it right now because I've like completed my checklist for the week pretty much. And I get to see my mommy tomorrow. She comes to town. So I'm just watching YouTube and sitting on my couch. I have been like reading a little bit in between. This book has taken me so long to finish because I've just been a Kindle girl and not a paperback girl. But next meal is in like 45 minutes. I'll do a little bit of yoga just to like warm up my hips before I go train legs this evening, or afternoon, whatever, evening. And yeah, just an update. I'm being a vegetable right now. It is 4:20. And it's time for our pre-workout meal. We're gonna do 50 grams cream of rice. I switch between bowl of gains and cream of rice. Today I'm gonna do cream of rice though, because I'm gonna mix my protein powder in it. And I'll do 55 grams of protein powder, which ends up being like a scoop and a half. I've been using the raw isolate dark chocolate. It legitimately tastes like chocolate ice cream. But I'll do that, and then I have 100 grams banana. So you'll see me make that. The trick to good cream of rice, like you heat it the initial time, which is like a minute and a half. Okay, then you get it out, and I'm gonna like stir it, break up any clumps, make sure the water like gets into the clumps, if that makes sense. So I'll stir it for like another 45-ish seconds. Then I'm gonna put it back in the microwave for another 60 seconds. And I like watch it because it will like overheat, and that's when you get a spill in your microwave. But I'll heat up for another 60 seconds, stir it up, and then do a final stir, and then do a final 30 seconds in the microwave, and it is ready. She's done and heated up. Now we're gonna just stir the protein powder in there. Once it's all mixed in, it'll kind of look like this. And then I'm gonna add my banana. My banana is frozen because I buy it kind of in bulk and it'll go bad if I don't freeze it. Like I'll have maybe like a couple fresh and then I just end up freezing them so that they don't go bad. Because I'm not trying to waste food, so. And honestly, I kind of like it because it like makes the cream of rice easier to eat. Like it's not so piping hot. So we add her. And then we're obviously gonna top with cinnamon. And then like we do for everything, pink salt. Have to have it. Especially for the gym, gotta get a good pump. I'm gonna eat this. I'll walk Illy once more, give her her dinner, and then we'll go train legs. It's like so late, but I'm home from the gym finally. I don't know what it is, but the gym has just been like a time warp recently. Like I literally feel like I'm there for 2+ hours, and I need to get a hold of it because it's currently 8:41 and I'm just now about to have my last meal, and this is not gonna cut it when school starts back. So yeah, like I feel like I'm not taking a ton of like time in between sets and stuff, but it still is just like, I don't know, it's legitimately like time work. Let me know if you experience the same thing or if you have tips. But we're gonna make this last meal. We're gonna do 300 grams of the Dannon Greek Light and Fit vanilla yogurt, 20 grams of nut butter, and 100 grams of pineapple. Here she is in all of her glory. This was the least aesthetic meal assembly. And I snacked on the majority of my pineapples while I was getting the yogurt out of the tub. But there she is. She's topped with pink salt and cinnamon, of course. So I'm going to eat her and then enjoy the rest of my evening. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up the vlog. That's our full day of eating. 9 weeks out on a high day. I check in tomorrow with Danielle, and we also pose together tomorrow morning, which I'm really excited about. And my mom comes to town tomorrow. So a lot of really awesome, exciting things coming on. But so far, don't want to jinx myself. So prep is going like really smooth, and I just am very proud of how I'm handling myself. Besides the staying for 10 million years at the gym, but we're working on it. And yeah, I hope wherever you are having a blessed day. You are feeling a sense of gratitude. I pray that you do something to just make yourself smile and feel happy today. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.